Ready when you are. Hello. My name is Dmitry Sergey Ivanovov Petrov Nabokov. I am here to do the intro. I am to be welcoming you all here to Final Show Films. I hang on the bar of this man's microphone every week while he tells his stories. I hope you enjoy listening to them as much as I do. Power to the people, up the workers, rise of the proletariat. If you would like to support all of these people here at the Final Show of Films, I would recommend you go to the patreon.com/fsfilms, where you can join the $25 tier and join such illustrious personages of history, such as the Cat Waterflame, the Samantha Bates, the Reverend Alexander, and the L. I will now return to my position of suspension, and now you will return to your position of suspension of the disbelief. Let's get started.
We're live.
A dinosaur story. Hey, everybody.
Not how that
Welcome
works
back
at
to Final Show Films. My name's Jack. I'm your storyteller for this evening, and you are watching In Grove or Green, the Changeling the Lost Chronicle that we're running here on the channel.
No, I'm watching in my house.
Positional, preposition, grammatical humor. I can appreciate this. I'm joined tonight by some fantastic people. Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Megan Lansing, who is a draconic Theris.
A slightly more saturated Jeremy, William or Johnny.
The fuck? How do you define?
I have so many questions and concerns.
You have a very similar hairstyle and facial hair structure, but less gray, more saturated.
Accurate.
Fuck off!
Accurate.
Dead. I feel offended for you, Jeremy.
Oh, I'm just getting started, motherfuckers.
No. Hi, I'm William Orshani, and I'm playing Phage, the Ogre Gristle Grinder.
The geospatially closest to a slightly more saturated Jeremy, Holly.
Okay. Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Lark, Beast Wing.
The My Children Are Friends with, the geospatially closest to the slightly more saturated Jeremy, Sen.
And I'm playing Akujin, the Metal Flesh Blood Brute Ogre.
The slightly more saturated Jeremy, but beardless, Mara.
You know.
Yeah. Debates about forks and coffee place in the cereal bowl notwithstanding. Hi, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Liz, the Wizened Oracle.
I don't
And
know.
Julia.
Was anybody
Hi,
debating
I'm Julia.
coffee's place in cereal?
Yes.
Yes, there was a full-on debate argument. I was right.
I mean, it was like
Past tense, indicating no longer.
Sorry,
Hi.
Julia.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm playing Alana Spencer, the fairest dancer.
The implication being Julia is the most normal of all of you.
Somehow, apparently.
And
also the clear traitor of the season.
And as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, believe women, What else should we throw in? Hamas and the Israeli government both suck, but we stand with the Jewish people and Palestine.
If this one's just a freebie, if you are looking into healthcare for transgender-related treatment issues, read the full bit of description, or you might find that you are accidentally going to be putting yourself in for a bad time, like the place that my partner found that was very clearly a gender a gender treatment facility that run by TERFs.
Oh, so the crisis
Ooh.
pregnancy center, but for transgender individuals.
Oh,
They
listed the people that they give gender affirming care to, and very distinctly left trans women off the list.
Fuck bigots.
Yep.
It is a civil and
covers.
moral right to punch them
Yeah.
in the face anytime you meet them.
Them and Nazis.
I mean, Nazis are bigots,
Yep.
so it's all.
I was about to say
Hey,
there's a lot of overlap there.
They're definitely in that Venn diagram circle for sure.
On
Anyway,
a less a less serious but still very emphatic note, fuck Warner Brothers Discovery.
I can't wait for a Looney Tunes movie that doesn't have the Warner
Oh
Brothers
my
logo at the
God.
beginning. It's gonna be
If-
wild.
I said before, I want that shit to do Barbie levels of money so that fucking Zaslav knows never to pull that shit again.
Right? Yeah. No,
I
it'd be
have
like
no
watching
idea
a
what's
Mickey
going
Mouse
on.
movie by Sony.
Short version, Warner Brothers Discovery had a completed Coyote versus Acme live action anime film that's been completed for a year that cost $70 million, tested through the fucking roof.
And
they
decided we're
decided
gonna
that they
shelve
were
it for the tax write-off.
shelve it for a $30 million tax write-off, which is horrible for not just the cast, but the below-the-line workers who don't get residuals from it, can't put it on their resume, et cetera, et cetera. And luckily, the backlash was so bad that they're now shopping it to Amazon, Netflix, and other places.
Yep. But anyway, last time in Baltimore, the Motley Unlikely conferred over the horrific occurrence of a keeper appearing in full physical presence in the city for the first confirmed time since any of you have returned from Arcadia. With a myriad of agendas on the table, the group did their best to lay out groundwork for the imminent dangers afoot. Akajin went to the Summer Commons to try and find some suitable weaponry. Liz went dreamwalking with Megan to try and help her recover. But the evening began with Phage and her girlfriend Paige taking some personal time for a prearranged and contractually obligated dinner date that was interrupted when the true Fae in question appeared on the crosswalk and magically disassembled their vehicle. The rest of you were scattered at various locations, some alone, some together throughout the city of Baltimore, and wherever you happen to be, a nearby radio clicks on. A keyhold quiet in the drowsy spring. A fitful rest, pent up with nightmare hints. No changeling touched as yet, but wait, it comes, your queen's beset by naked villainy. And it clicks off.
My phone is on, and I'm trying to call Phage.
Okay.
Yeah, Lark's texting Phage right now.
Okay. Interestingly enough, your phone call goes to a voicemail. And
I don't leave a voicemail, and I immediately switch to Megan.
Okay. And Lark, you try and text Phage, and it does a little spinny wheel thing, and then does the message was not able to be delivered notification. Meanwhile, Phage, you have landed on your feet about 40 feet away from this looming, terrifying presence that, with a wave of one of its hands, effectively disassembled your vehicle into component parts, many of which are scattered on the ground behind you. Paige is also landed, probably about 15 feet to your side. Your vectors took you further apart than you were seated in the vehicle. I want you to give me a stamina and resolve -4. This is reflexive, so you can't spend a willpower on it.
Any specialties apply?
What do you have specialties in? Well, you wouldn't have specialties. Those are both attributes, so
those
no.
are both attributes, right? Duh.
Yep.
Success, though.
1 success. You feel that you have a modicum of ability to move. Your speed has effectively been reduced to 1. But you do still have 1. You are not entirely paralyzed. And the head tilts.
She walks at a reasonable pace to take just like a couple of steps forward.
Head tilts and looks at you. A wee Quinn.
First time someone's taken a step in your presence.
Courteous to introduce oneself.
Indeed it is. I am Phage. And what do you call yourself? Oh, Quinn Ogion.
Then the introduction's no longer necessary. That's not the name you were born with. That one's a gift.
It's one I've taken to quite fondly.
Well, would you be a vassal then?
To whom?
There's just a smile.
Because
Technically, there's 2 smiles because there's 2 sets of teeth, but you know.
Because I'm afraid that if you wish to claim me as your own vassal, you're meddling in the realms of another fae.
So, the self-proclaimed still remembers her masters.
I remember a great many things.
Well, then you likely remember your better. So, what's it to be then? Wee ogre lass?
What is it that you seek in this meeting?
Simply a courtesy. I'll be taking your kingdom. And now you know.
Under what claim do you seek to take those who have been claimed by others?
Ah, nay. There she be. You call yourself a queen, child. You're queen for a season, queen on the words of your friends and allies. I'm queen by blood and bone and sky and song. I'm queen by the walls of the earth, by the pledge of the night stars, by both sides of the rain. I'm queen to leaf and root, enthroned in cloud and heart alike, frost and blossom and flame. In darkness all know me as sovereign, and your petty claims stand as naught before my realm and right. You claim to rule, I've heard, by power of desire. Well, I desire more subjects for my kingdom. and the idle populace of these lands will serve me well enough. Does that answer your question, now, you wee mite?
I'm afraid I must correct you on one matter, Queen of Ogion. I claim myself to be no queen. It is a title I have been given and that others refer to me by, but I have never once claimed myself to be queen by the words of my own lips.
Well, if that's important enough to yous, pit your own desire counter to mine, then, if you think it's strong enough, and we'll all witness what a war of want can breed. Here, let's see. And she steps to the side, walking towards Paige.
I'm going to step in place.
Go ahead and give me a strength and athletics -5. See if you can get there before she can, because she's walking at full speed and you are well restrained.
Does my endurance specialty in athletics apply?
No, this is a burst of effort against a resistive force, not a protracted. You've got seconds to beat her there.
Can I apply willpower to it?
Yeah.
Can I apply glamour to it?
I think you can't spend willpower and glamour in the same turn, I want to say. Let me check. There's something about that. Do. No, you can. Yep, you can do both.
Excellent. Let me double check my glamour per turn based on my weird. Where is the weird? There it is. Weird. Nope. Yep, new advantage weird. My weird is 3, so I can spend 3 glamour on this. Cool.
Yep.
But I was at -3?
No, -5.
-5. Okay.
Yeah.
So spending 3 glamour and willpower, I'll be at +1.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes. Let's see what hers is. Do. She's just rolling. Nope. Come on. Click off of weird, please. Thank you. Tie. You both get there roughly at the same time. And you see the hand reach out and just gently stroke Paige, who is clearly paralyzed and terrified. Just touches down the side of the face. You have no idea what your girlfriend might be feeling were she an unaffected human for whom the mask would still be intact. What they might see or how scared they might feel. But this is a girl who can see through the barriers of the weird, who has spent the last 9 months slowly learning the magics and the beauty, but also the perils and the terrors of the changeling world. Now confronted for the first time by an entity she has only ever heard of, whispered in horror. As the finger just tips reach out and touch the face. Oh, yes. First. And the queen vanishes. And Paige stumbles forward, the effect suddenly released.
Paige immediately has arms around her.
She leaps back, recoiling, and just dashes off to the sidewalk and buries herself behind whatever solid barrier she can find. Meanwhile, the rest of you. I believe Akajin had called Megan.
Yep.
Remind me where I am currently.
You're currently sitting across from Alana in Lark's living room.
Got it.
You guys had been having a conversation.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
She had just
Um,
asked if she could keep a drawer at your place.
Yep. And I say yes. And then we got them. We got the message, the episode starting message, and then my phone rings. What?
Where's
I'm
Paige?
already standing
Where's
up.
Paige?
Guess is as good as mine right now. I'm gonna go find her.
Shit. Click.
Yep.
At that point, Lark's
Paige,
coming
high
down
or
the
low?
stair. Okay, sorry.
Hi, why not? Hey, in my
You have
favor.
been. It's been expressed to you during during the period of your current tenure as the Vernal Sovereign that letting your motley mates at least be able to track your phone would likely be a good security consideration. Would
I was
she
about
have
to
done
say.
so?
Yep.
Okay.
Because that
Meg-
was my next step. Yeah.
Megan, you pull up, find your friends. Hmm.
Yep. Lark, stay here. Going.
What's
And I'm
what's
out
going
the
on?
door.
Okay.
If I knew that, I'd also be trying to pull up Find Your Friends on my phone.
Yep.
No, that's fine. Both of you have a ping on your phone of an intersection. Let's see here.
Alana followed Megan.
West
Oh
Baltimore
no,
Street,
Lark's grabbing you.
near the University of Maryland. It's the third intersection. Is
You have
where
a
it was
ping
last time.
at the intersection. Yes. Mhm. You have a ping at the intersection of
Yeah.
because
On my-
it's about 5 minutes. It's about 3 or 4 minutes late at this point. So you have an intersection at the you've got a pin at the intersection of West Baltimore and North Pine Street currently.
On my bike, ignoring traffic laws.
Ignoring laws of physics.
Dexterity and drive for both of you. Both of you have 10
+1.
successes on an extended to get there.
If you
+1 for specialization motorcycle.
Okay.
I remembered this time.
also
There you
+1 for specialization motorcycle. Can we add willpower? Or can we some willpower?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
You got
would
it to
need
spend.
some.
Megan and Akajin are out of their respective driveways by now. 9 more successes to go. Hey,
Fucking
it do be
one
like
success.
that.
One success.
It's the evening on the coming up on a. It's like there's traffic.
Roll again.
If you'd like, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Each of these
I don't stop after getting down to the bottom of the
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're
I don't
like,
get I don't get tired after 4
Right.
successes this time.
Okay, so 2 minutes and you are already halfway there. Megan, you are starting to catch up too.
I'm saving 2 willpower for if I have to fight an a keeper.
Meanwhile, what are Lark and Liz and Alana doing?
Well, Liz is in the hollow because she slammed the door.
Mhm.
So I have not gotten these texts.
Nope, you haven't gotten any texts. Mhm.
Nope.
Is there a
Lark
radio in
would-
the hollow?
I don't think
Yeah.
Conceivably trying to break out of Lark's hold.
Yeah, Lark was holding back Alana because she was
All
trying to follow
right.
Megan
Strength and
out.
athletics from Lark, dexterity and athletics from Alana.
Alana constantly running places.
Only because, in fairness, only because the rest of us are usually running places.
It's fair, yeah.
you.
Tied.
Tied. Yep. The two of you are sort of just tumbling over each other at this point, trying to. Nobody quite has a hold, but nobody's quite free to move either.
When Lark sees that Megan has left, she will get off Alana.
Yeah, no, there's a door slam, and then okay, Alana, you pull back and away. Yep.
We don't know what's going on right now. I don't want you out there.
And I don't want Megan out there. Can you not see that I'm in?
Megan can handle herself. And I don't mean that like you can't. But Megan is one of our best fighters. I know it's difficult.
Wits and empathy. It's a tense and crazy situation. I'm going to say -2 for Lark.
Can I use a willpower on that?
This is reflexive, so no.
Okay.
This is just what
Gotcha.
is happening in the moment.
3 successes.
3 successes still. Can't you see I'm in?
What?
Was where can't you see I'm in is where Lark cut Alana off. In what? Lark.
But yeah, Lark will stop. In what, Alana?
In your house.
No. Too many important things are going on. I can't say it. If I say it, it's real.
Another roll from our drivers.
Yep. God damn it.
2 more successes.
3.
All right, you guys
Catching
are
up.
neck and neck. Yep. So that is a total of 7 for Akujin and 6, I believe, for Megan.
Correct.
Yep. All right. So 3 minutes on the road. 1 more roll.
1 success.
Akujin hits traffic.
I've caught up on the other side. I'm excited for us to turn around the corner and just collide with each other, dead center, like right in front of.
We both hit 0 successes and just wham.
Potentially last roll. Go for it.
3.
Perfect. Amazing. Both of you slide to a halt where Phage, your girlfriend's hiding behind a dumpster.
She's trying to figure out the immediate response of, is that a panic response to what just happened, or am I currently inciting fear right now?
Go ahead and give me, if you've got any contracts you can apply, or go ahead and just give me a wits and empathy -2. Everything is real heightened right now.
Worth noting, Akujin slides to a halt with his sword out, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII style.
Like, I feel like since we only had 1 success left on this, and we got 3, we both did this with like absolute style.
Oh yeah.
No, you had 2 extra successes to spend on style on your arrival point.
I've got 2
maybe the 2 of
kukri
you
blades out. Yeah.
But it looks.
But no, I don't think
bad.
even we aren't, because like we are on alert for whatever.
Sure,
is the case.
Oh yeah.
Like we get off the bikes and immediately go like back to back.
Phage, best you can tell, Paige has had a moment of sudden shift. Paige is like someone who has taken up rock climbing and then suddenly fallen and had their rope break. It didn't kill them, but they have suddenly realized the dangers of something that was previously enjoyable. Ratchet that up by several exponential levels.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking real.
Phage.
She just holds a hand up for like, give me a minute.
You guys see Phage currently probably bent down a little bit, maybe down on one knee. There's a dumpster against a wall that is pulled out maybe 2 or 3 feet. Phage is the only thing visible, but seems to be looking at something behind the dumpster.
And she sort of huddles down, giving a respectable distance, but close enough to know that she is there. And she just, do you want out of this? I can't.
Let me make a roll.
I can't do everything, but I can let you out of what you're currently at. And you can go find somewhere else. Be with anyone else that you need to.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation and persuasion -3. You can spend willpower if you want.
1 success.
It's not strong. It's not wildly successful. But something in your words manages ever so slightly to wriggle through the ensnaring net of terror that Phage's mind is currently flopping around in like a freshly landed fish. And she at least meets your eyes for a moment. And then just buries her head in her arms and bursts into tears.
It's all right. And for anyone, for presumably the other two who are looking at Phage, you can see that one of her hooves is tapping in anxiety. It's not loud. She's intentionally keeping it quiet, but you can see that there's that sort of like, almost like a bull that is anxious and is testing the ground. But the rest of her is dead still.
Phage, we need to go.
She made her point and she's fucked off.
We need to go anyways.
I'll be with you in a bit.
Akujin, give me a wits and composure -2.
One success.
You're scanning the area, keeping an eye on things, trying to get a view of what's going on. There's a few pedestrians out, a couple of whom are sort of scratching their heads, but not really stopping. You're not really catching any gawkers at the moment at the scattered components of a previously intact vehicle, now liberally distributed across a couple lanes of traffic. And you catch just a faint movement of something roughly human-sized ducking into an alley quickly. Probably about 30, 40 yards away. Good distance, but just on the edge of your visual perception.
Megan, stay with Phage, and I'm back on the bike heading that way.
Okay. Jumping on the bike. Okay.
All right, I will put a not fine point on it. Right now, your partner is marinating in the place that she was traumatized. Get her out of here. Moving her to another location will help. Also, your car just exploded, and police are probably going to be showing up.
Fucking give me a minute.
Megan, you hear Akajan's bike kick on and roars down the block a little bit. Akajan, you pull into an alleyway leading a narrow, about slightly wider than a single lane between buildings.
Sliding it so that the headlights are lighting up the alleyway so I can see whatever's down there.
Go ahead and let me see one thing. What's your clarity rating currently?
It is 6.
You don't see anything visual. Do you want to spend a willpower to see if you can detect the presence of the supernatural in the area?
Yes.
Okay. Something just closed a hedge gate down there. Somebody pulled an exit into the hedge. You can see a couple different spots down this alley that you have the necessary structural elements to serve as a hedge gate.
Gotta know. Yeah, I'm
okay.
rolling down the alley to see if I can open the one that was just closed.
Spend a glamour.
Yep.
You reach out and pull on that barrier between the real and the liminal space that, if you travel through it far enough and long enough, always leads to Arcadia eventually. And do you take the motorcycle in with you, or do you leave it behind?
That's a real good question.
Well, actually, give me a wits and composure first, because
I imagine leaving it behind, but wits composure, just flat.
Yeah.
2 successes.
It would be very difficult. It's a narrow, not even barely a trod.
Yeah, leaving the motorcycle.
Okay. Step through. And you can hear the calls of animals, the chatter of insects. And there's a breeze blowing in your face. Smells of marzipan and marble and daffodils. None of which are present here in the hedge. You look behind you. The gate stands open for a bit. Are you just going to let it close?
Do I spot anything?
The pathway that you're
like
on
humanoid?
runs for maybe 20 feet, takes a hard left, and it is hedge in here. Thick vegetation, sharp razor thorns, dense leaf cover. You don't see anything, but looking at the area, you would have been surprised unless something had come through and then just sat here for a breather for a bit. Yeah.
I'm stepping back out and before letting it close. And then whipping the bike around, depending on how narrow the alley is, picking the bike up and turning it around.
As for a motorcycle, you can sort of jimmy it around a little bit.
Rolling back out and over towards them with we need to go now sort of intention.
Okay.
While that was happening.
Yeah.
Paige just gets closer to Paige and just sort of very gently puts a hand on her shoulder. You need to get out of here.
So give me a strength and athletics first, because you will have to bodily shoulder a dumpster out of the way. Your girlfriend is a lot smaller than you are.
2.
2 successes. You can wriggle your way in there. It's a tight fit and you're a little stuck, but yeah.
Just put a hand on her shoulder. We need to get out of here if you're okay to move.
There's no response, but there's no resistance either.
Gonna sort of put an arm under her shoulder and sort of help guide her out.
Give me a intelligence and medicine -2 or an intelligence and academics -3.
Medicine's much better. 3 successes.
Shock bordering on catatonia.
While this is going on, I'm setting up an Uber a block to arrive a block away.
Okay.
Here's a question for the storyteller. Can the spring contract, the fleeting spring that either heals or restores exhaustion, assist at all with any of this?
Maybe.
Let me make sure I know exactly what this thing is.
Are you looking at Gift of Warm Breath?
It's either I have Gift of Warm Breath. I also have Warmth of the Blood.
Gotcha. You can use whichever one you'd prefer.
They're not physically injured, so I don't think Warmth of the Blood will actually do anything. I will try the Gift of Warm Breath.
Okay. Go ahead and
I believe they meet the catch.
Yeah. Go ahead and rolls resolve, survival, mantle. You are at a -3 for this one though.
+1 because of my mantle.
Fucking. You reach out and exert that sort of restorative, amplified, magical energy fueled by the emotions that you've gathered from your surroundings and other people. And it slides off of her. Go ahead and give me a intelligence and empathy.
Critical success.
Phage, you realize that your girlfriend is rejecting Fairy. For in whatever means, the trauma that she has just experienced has put her in such a defensive posture that she is actively shrugging off anything that smacks of the weird as much as possible, possibly without even realizing it.
I can release
Megan, you've got an Uber that will probably be showing up in about 5-10 minutes.
I can release a contract that I've created, yes?
If you want to break it, you can. But that would subject you to the penalties.
All right. What was the penalty of our deal?
You can also can't you just not re-up it since it's about to fade anyways?
Yeah, depends on when it's fading.
Yeah, I don't know when it's fading. I don't know the timing on when it's fading.
You guys have had. I'll have to go back to my notes on that one. I don't think it's in the handouts.
Like if it's a fresh re-up, I might just suffer the penalty. But if it's about to fade, I might just let it fade.
It's not due to fade time-wise for a little while.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be other consequences for a seasonal sovereign having a
I mean,
Oathbreaker's penalty on them.
I mean,
it's
In
They're
any
so
con-
annoying.
in
that-
any
but
context.
we're not in this position to.
No, I know. Just one of those things I
And
feel
that
like
is
there
one
might
thing you
be.
can tell, Phage. Despite the rejection, the pledge still holds. That one's not being broken or anything that way. I
Phage, you've
think
got
you guys
about-
had set up for just a standard Oath of the Rose and Thorn. So that'd be a poisoning of the boon. So her academics would drop, and your yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it being no, actually, you've been, because it's on a monthly basis. You got elected on the equinox. Yeah, no, you guys had just recently re-upped it.
Ah, wonderful.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it would have been end of the month, but it's been more than, yeah. So yeah, you guys are probably 2 or 3 days in at most on the term.
Phage, you've got about 5 minutes to get about a block and a half for your ride. Do
We'll
what you
walk
need
it.
to do later.
We'll walk it.
Is this
And
when I
she-
roll back in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, you're riding. I come over.
I don't think fucking three
drop-
of us can fit on one motorcycle.
I put the kickstand down, get off the bike, you and Paige on my bike. Something witnessed this and ran to a trod. Go. Megan, stay with them. I'll walk.
Phage slides Paige onto the motorcycle if she can.
Yep.
And helps move her over to where the ride is supposed to be.
Okay. Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the radio just talked to you in the hollow.
Yeah. I don't like that. I
Not
opened the
unheard of, but definitely unorthodox.
Yeah, and I don't know what the message means, really. But
I mean, it was very clear on that last line that
Yeah.
your queen was in danger.
but I don't have a car at all. I have no way of getting there. So I opened the door again.
give me an wits and intelligence roll.
Yeah. I could, call someone, etc. But
Well, I mean, yeah, no,
It
you
would
don't even
take
need
a
a roll
while.
for that, but
nope.
okay.
No
Go out into the
successes.
hedge and find sprinkles.
I don't know anything about
Yeah, no,
sprinkles.
yep, you're just like,
Absolutely nothing.
you have no idea what to do. You don't have a car.
hmm Yep.
I'll say with Liss's background, though, the one thing that does occur to her is you don't have to own a car to drive a car.
No, that is fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
No successes
I'm-
means you get bad ideas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, Lark and Alana. It's been about 10 minutes since Megan peeled rubber out of here.
Lark is just staring at Alana. Puts a hand on her shoulder. Alana.
Yeah.
Are you in love with Megan?
Breathy pronunciation on that.
Right, a little bit.
Violin starts playing in the background.
Don't criticize character choices. Go.
No, I'm
No.
all for it.
Not criticizing. Loving.
I think I am.
Okay.
But we don't have time for that right now.
I will make time for it. Believe me, you need to make time for it.
Spent 10 years pining after a girl I can't find, and I come out and Megan has been. I should have said something sooner.
You are so much more like me than you know. You need to say something as soon as possible. Okay?
Okay.
I can get her back here when she's done there. Do you want me to call her?
I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. I'm tired of feeling useless with this group. I can't.
It's okay. Alana, you can tell it's really difficult for Lark to speak right now. Alana, how much do you know about Adele?
Just that she was a motley member of yours and she had a proclivity for the dead. I don't really know a lot.
Do you know about how she died?
I kind of picked up some context clues, but no one's told me. I assume it was from the arrows or the bite and scratch marks.
Yeah. The bite, I believe. Yeah. When it happened, we were at the crack house and it was attacked. Earlier that night, we had what we call a family meeting. And I had been fighting with something for a really long time. And I had finally figured things out. And my plan was after the meeting that I was going to talk to Adele and tell her that I loved her. I've never said it out loud before. But I spent so long fighting with it that I never told her. And she was killed that night. And I'm never going to get to now. I am now literally in love with a ghost. So if you love Megan, you need to tell her. If it's something you're still trying to figure out, just tell her and you guys can figure it out together. But please don't make the same mistake that I did.
Alana's gonna partially tackle, partially hug Lark.
Lark is in tears right now, and she will hug Alana back.
You're a lot better sister than the one I had before.
Good to know.
Meanwhile, you guys get to the end of the block on Akajan's bike, assuming that Phage has decided to actually take the offer.
Okay, I'm confused. Are you taking the bike to the Uber, or are you
Yes.
just taking the bike?
Taking the
No,
bike
I mean-
to the Uber, presumably.
That's
Akujan
up
just
to you
said
guys.
take the bike and go. He was gonna walk.
That's a Phage decision, I guess.
Yeah.
What was Phage intending to do?
You know what? Fuck it. You guys called an Uber for yourselves.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
no, I'm going. I just gesture to the bike for Oxygen. I called a fucking Uber. We need someone to take it.
Akujan
And I'm walking over to take it.
Akujan gestures at his serial killer face and goes, "I'm not the one that needs to be around the recently traumatized human." I'm the worst option to go with them right now.
No, you're not. Because if I stay in that vicinity too long, I'm going to start screaming certain things, and that will not be helpful. I'm assuming this is while they're like a little ways away,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
driving,
yeah.
Yeah, starting to drive
Go.
away.
or I'm going to say some things that I do not want to say.
There is the briefest of pauses before Akujan decides it's not worth it, just gets on the bike and goes.
And angry Megan stalks her way towards an Uber.
So it's a Megan. You go around the corner as these two
Yep.
motorcycles drive away, and a dude wearing a Baltimore Ravens jersey rolls down a window. Go for Lansing.
Hey, yes, awesome, thank you. But honestly,
where are we headed?
oh.
I don't know how Uber works.
No,
I
I would have put in,
Okay.
and I probably would have already said. I'm just gonna default to. I think she probably would have said Flark's house
Okay, sounds good.
because that's where we go after trauma.
I mean, it's true. That's the trauma decompression dancing right there.
Exactly.
Everybody should have one.
Because it is
a
such
perfect
a negative emotion free zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right. Where are the motorcycles headed?
Phage is taking Paige back to her place.
Okay, back to the apartment.
We can have meal and fulfill contract there.
Okay.
And I am assuming bodyguard detail at a distance that will make it less likely for Paige to see my face.
Okay. All right. So you get to the apartment, help your girlfriend upstairs and indoors. Akujin, you hear the door shut, and then you get off the motorcycle and go up the stairs. Amazing. Phage, this is the
I'm smoking on the stoop.
strangest meal you've ever had with your girlfriend.
Trying to make it as well as she possibly can, just to putting all of her effort into this in this moment to do whatever she can.
When you say putting all of your effort into this, are we talking making the food? Are we
like
talking
the preparation of the meal, the trying to get her into a comfortable position?
Go ahead and give me a wits and crafts then.
Put a willpower into this.
Sure.
And a specialty in cooking.
Uh-huh.
Critical success.
It is a gloriously composed meal, which somewhat underscores the contrast of the moment as your girlfriend is just in the chair, dissociating into the middle distance as you put some of the best shit you've ever made down in front of her. And your looking at this, go ahead and give me an intelligence and occult +1.
Jesus.
Most of your meals that you've shared with Paige have been enjoyable affairs, both of you invested, both of you relishing the company of your dining partner and that sort of thing. You suddenly realize sitting down that your girlfriend is barely present, if at all. But as far as the weird cares, as much as changelings are invested in the emotions of situations, both for the potential for glamour, but also for just the underlying importance of feeling your way through situations, whatever emotion that might be. As long as your girlfriend manages to swallow a bite, and so do you, technically you've fulfilled the bounds of the contract and the weird will be satisfied, and it doesn't really give a fuck beyond that. But what has to happen here is the meal has to be shared. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
Mhm.
Now, you guys are supposed to do this once a week. So if you don't share this meal, it's not like the house of cards entirely comes tumbling down. But you're suddenly realizing just how uncaring the weird is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Megan.
Mm-hmm. I am playing nice and calm and polite and friendly and chatting up the Uber driver.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Making sure the conversation is definitely him talking about his day or whatever the case may be, and providing absolutely no details about myself.
No worries. There's a nice little conversation, couple minutes drive. The Lamar Jackson cosplayer drops you off at the mansion, gives you a wave. How many stars do you give him?
All 5. I don't want to have any reason to think of me otherwise.
Okay, fair enough.
Beyond this.
He wishes you a good, pleasant evening.
Yes, I just did 100% have to Google who Lamar Jackson is.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Look, I know like 3 football players and 2 of them are dead, okay?
Fair. As soon as he's gone, just the smile drops off the face. I text Akajin, everything good?
You just get back peachy.
Now,
Where?
Is it peachy with an exclamation point, or the devastating peachy with a period?
With a period.
Excellent. Wonderful.
But is it peachy, or is it the emoji of a peach with a dash Y at the end?
That's
the
totally
word,
different.
The word peachy with a period.
Okay. Because that could be interpreted certain
That's
ways.
entirely different.
Stuffy.
And then I'll shoot the address.
Okay.
Which you recognize.
Yeah,
this
Paige's
is
place. Yeah.
Liz,
Yeah.
what have you decided on?
I'm anxious. I
Oh no.
You hear the clink of dishes from the kitchen.
Oh, great. Fine. I don't go downstairs.
Okay.
I text the group chat. Is Paige dead?
No.
The radio.
She's okay.
Okay. Because I heard on the radio.
We should all get together in one place, probably.
No, thank you. And I'm going back in the hedge.
Give me a... Well, no, actually, there's no way you couldn't hear it. As you turn to go back to the hollow, you hear an immense number of dishes breaking.
Butterfly.
Just like a
birds
truly
everywhere in the building.
astounding, like, it sounded like, oh, somebody's got a bowl and a spoon and they're right, yeah.
Mhm.
And then it sounds almost cartoonishly massive number of dishes breaking. Anyway, do with that
Yeah.
what you
Everything
will.
shattered.
Coincidentally, outside of Lark's house, there's a sound of whatever garden tour might have been nearby being shattered against whatever tree is nearby.
I mean, I don't feel like this is a leave the tools out thing, but there's definitely some trash cans nearby that you could.
Just kicking trash
Yep.
cans.
You grab some kid left a baseball bat on the
Oh yeah, just whatever
on the
whatever,
sidewalk,
whatever
and it is just
swingable
being
implement is
smashed
nearby.
against
Right?
something.
It's a Spielberg.
Sure.
We're in a Spielberg movie, which means there is a aluminum trash can of the variety that you would see on street corners in the 90s, just on every corner, and you can hit
Yep.
each and every one of them.
100%.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me wits and composure for Lark and Alana then. Minus, I'll say only minus
trash
one.
cans getting beat up outside.
And after every trash can gets hit, there is the same cat scream that you hear. It's meow. Every
Oh no,
single
this is
time.
all to one garbage can.
Yeah.
You destroy
We're not hitting a
the
whole bunch
one
of garbage
property.
cans.
No.
We're absolutely annihilating a single.
So you only
Correct.
hear the one cat scream then.
2 successes for Lana.
Yeah, you hear that.
3 for Lark.
Yeah, you hear that.
What was that?
Somebody's gotten in a bar fight with a trash can.
And there's just motherfucker, stupid goddamn.
Oh,
Like-
good.
Oh,
It's
I'm
Megan.
sorry. Somebody's gotten in a bar fight with a racist trash can. Excuse me.
As soon as Lark hears the cussing, she will just have a sigh of relief. Oh, it's just Megan. Okay.
Beautiful.
Right, it's just Megan.
Are you okay?
I need a minute. She's gonna walk into the kitchen.
Mhm.
There is a comedic sound of just so many. No, just kidding.
It's one of the ghosts.
Fantastic.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Liz, as you could just turn to go back into the hollow, I presume after hearing that, right? The very last thing you hear is the silence and a very quiet fuck. Anyway, you're back in the hollow. What you doing?
I am gathering up all of my things.
Okay. And headed where?
Back out. Into
Back
the
out
house.
into the crack house?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
You shouldn't go in the kitchen.
Okay.
You have treasures.
Yeah, I turn and look at her.
She's definitely got at least one sliver of porcelain stuck in her hair somewhere.
What happened?
The Countess's castle got wrecked. And now there's going to be a war. Probably. And she looks at you. And you see the eyes narrow a bit. Go ahead and give me a wits and empathy +2.
Sure. Two successes.
Butterfly is much more cogent in dreams than she is in the real.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, she's honestly what you would call fairly or comparatively neuronormative in her mind. It's just the interface between her psyche and the real crisscrosses and winds things around. This is the look she gets when she is trying very hard to bypass that obstruction to her ability to perceive and communicate on more stereotypical means.
I heard the radio.
We're okay.
I don't know if that's true. Things have been happening.
Yes.
Akujin and I nearly ran into one, stealing someone in the street. 4 days ago?
Assholes.
What happened yesterday? And I don't know what just happened, but Phage. The radio was talking about Phage. I think.
Oh. You do need to see the kitchen. She kind of beckons to you and turns and starts walking down the hallway.
I'll follow.
As you look inside, there's just broken dishes everywhere on the table and on the floor all around the table.
Broken dishes everywhere. Their name is Broken Dishes Everywhere.
And she walks over to the sink, sort of dancing around the edges of all of these fragments of shattered porcelain, climbs up in it, and kind of holds out a hand for you.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Pulls you up. Roll me wits and weird.
Ooh.
You get 9 agains on this roll.
Ooh, okay. Few successes.
To most individuals, the scene of utter disaster and destruction in the kitchen would just look like a massive mess. You're an acolyte of the College of Worms, though. Finding the meaning and patterns in seeming occurrences of chaos is what you are actively spending a lot of your time learning to do.
Mm-hmm.
Something clicks in your mind. And your cataracted eye blinks open. Just for a moment. And you see, spelled out in fragmented dishes all around the kitchen, the timeline of everything that has happened to your motley since the night of Phage's crowning, including events that you weren't there for or you might not have been told. And there at the end point, Phage and Paige confronted by a keeper the trauma that the mortal is now currently experiencing, everybody fleeing to various places of relative security, and Megan's statement, or I mean, Alana's statement that she's in love with Megan, laid out clear as day for you for just the briefest moment. And then your eye goes dark again.
Okay.
But you hold that memory.
Yep.
Also, it's pretty obvious that Butterfly was trying to build a castle out of dishes and then bump the table.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Is there a light in here? I would like to try and do panomancy to see if I can extend what I am seeing by
So interestingly
several...
enough, the light above the table is glinting off of all of these various bits of porcelain, many of which have that sort of like gold foil. You know how like they'll have like a ring of metallic highlight? Yeah. There's a lot of tiny little bits of bright light all around this kitchen right now.
Okay.
Plus the main one.
All right. I would like to use panomancy to see if I can maybe get an extension on the timeline that I am seeing for what's happening next.
What you can expect next? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically about the keeper, because we
Okay.
know that that is the main.
Go ahead and roll me wits and composure.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna spend willpower on this.
Yeah, for sure.
That gets me 3. 3 successes.
Disappearances. The keeper is here to take things. Mortals, specifically. The keeper does not have any intention to specifically claim changelings. They're here for humans.
Got it.
They will have likely no problem destroying any changeling that gets in their way, but their objectives are human focused alone in terms of what they want. The safest and quickest and easiest way out of this situation with 3 successes is to let them have 24 humans, keep your heads down, get out of the way, and just let it go. And then they'll be gone. Maybe not permanently, but that at least, if you don't get in the way, you're going to be comparatively safe.
Yep.
Unfortunately. You're muted on your hardware mic, Jeremy.
I predict more yelling in the future. Much more yelling.
I like how I can tell when your hardware muted because the rim of your mic turns red.
Liz, as well, with that realization, you can give me an intelligence and occult as well.
Sure. Four successes.
Whatever your guys' idea of the divisions of categories between the 3 8s might be, may need to flex and or modify.
Okay.
If you decide that's still a important aspect of the investigation.
All right.
So that's where we go with Liz. And that's where we're going to take a quick break, everybody.
All right. Those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. And remember, when we take our break, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do what you need to do, and you'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. A dinosaur story.
Story.
So, Liz, having had a bit of an eye-opening experience, climbs down off the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
Butterfly kind of squats down. Looks like she's going to hop down off the counter as well, but sort of scoots her butt sideways and just sits in the sink with her legs hanging over the...
I think I might be very, very broken, but I'm trying to get therapy, and
That's where
just
the
watching
sentence
you.
ends.
no, it's not where the sentence ends. It's where it's stalled slightly. Hang on a second.
We're the worst.
If I don't know if anything I can see is real. I don't know if it was ever real, but I like this still. So if you are real, I would like to continue being your girlfriend.
Go ahead and give me a presence and expression roll.
Okay. Four successes.
She holds both her hands out to you.
Yeah, take them.
Pulls you like a step or two closer. Her nose is about 3 inches away from yours. She just looks you in the eyes and says, every day, once a day, give yourself a present, and kisses you on the forehead.
Okay. I want you to have this. She is going to pull the nickel out of her pocket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't think they're coming in the lights with all the glinting of the gold. They're not coming after us. They're coming after humans. But there's lots of times when I'm away and then I come back and I'm like, if I open the door, will you be there like Adele? I want you to have this.
She'll take it, look at it, stick it on her tongue, but not put it in her mouth. And then take it back again. Yes, I will.
Okay. I'm gonna see if we need to steal a car with a crowbar. She's gonna take out her phone
Oh, yay.
and text the group. Hey, I'm ready now.
We got married.
I believe that was just audible. I don't think that came over the text to anyone.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come over the
Okay,
text. No,
okay,
she's
okay.
just yelling that in the background.
Yeah.
I like the idea that the list was like, all right, I'm going to use the voice to text
Right, yeah, I mean, potentially.
on the phone. The
No,
first time
I
ever.
don't think she's good. No. I can get there myself. Do you want Butterfly too? But that would require stealing a car. Because I still don't have a car. Hint.
Liz, I will
That's
get
cute.
you a stupid
Oh.
car. Comes a response.
You got the Larkin, Alana. Just hear the sound of a bat being tossed on the
Clunk,
sidewalk,
clunk, clunk, clunk.
and dots on the thing. On my way.
She will open. Hold
which,
on, she's gonna open the door.
Okay.
which on my way
Megan. Sorry, go ahead.
on my way pops up at the exact same time as a message from Oxygen to the group chat that says, 4 houses down, there's a car that never parks under a street light. Take that one.
Oh.
No.
Gosh, no, Megan,
Yes.
I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna get her a car. Why don't you come in here with Alana and keep her company, okay?
All right. That's probably best. I should not be driving right now, or I will somehow beat somebody up on my motorcycle.
Got it.
I could use
Where
a
you
job
headed,
right
Liz?
now.
You need to hurry.
Okay, no, Liz, stop. I'm coming now. Stop
Are you calling
whatever
or are
you're
you
doing.
texting this?
Okay, calling Liz.
Liz, you're just out the front door, butterfly in tow, and your phone rings. It's Lark.
I answer it.
Stop what you are doing. You are not stealing a car. I'm coming to get you right now. We're going to get you a shiny new
there's-
car. No, the one I will get you will be better, I promise.
A new one.
Yes, whatever you want. Just don't do what you're about to do.
You just signed a death warrant?
My suggestion was cheaper.
Lark has the money.
She does. She does have the money.
She can
It's-
get her a cruise
for
ship
now.
if she wanted to.
It's cheaper unless Liz gets arrested. For
Even
driving
then,
a
it would
stolen
still
vehicle.
be cheaper.
I have a lawyer to get her out. It's fine.
You get okay.
But yeah, and besides, Liz isn't going to end up in a jail cell with a newly awakened mage if she doesn't get arrested again.
That's
Again.
easy, my new character once Megan dies.
Stop with the death characters, Jeremy.
It would have been fun.
It's
But
my
okay.
turn to die.
You've already had one.
Yeah, and then Megan had one, and now it's my turn again.
That's true. No, it is
Then
definitely
Jeremy had one.
Phage's. It's definitely time for Phage to die.
I was thinking it's Lark's turn at this
I was
point.
going to say, everybody gets one death before anybody gets 2 deaths. We're playing this AYSO version, okay?
I was gonna say you guys lose newbies relatively quickly, so just throwing that out there.
It's true. It's true, actually.
Yeah, Lark will. I'm assuming Megan's coming in the house.
Yes.
Okay. Lark will hang up with Liz. She will, out of sight of Megan, she will look at Alana and just mouth, "You got this."
Don't got
will
this.
Scene one
she will
side
wordily
of
say, no, I don't.
Megan, you walk in.
Oh, it's
and
okay, it's
both of
okay.
them
Megan
do
is
the whole
completely
lean behind
oblivious
out
right
of
now, yeah.
right, out of eye line.
See,
And there's just this
Phage
silent
dies, and all of you
conversation.
end up meeting Prodan Tager.
The wonderful
Lark
thing about Proton Tagers is that Proton Tagers are a wonderful thing.
Lark will head over.
Jesus
Ask your
Christ.
doctor if Prodentators are right for you.
Lark will head over to the crack house to get Liz.
If your
And
Proton Tager
possibly
lasts
Butterfly.
for more than 4 hours, please see your doctor.
That's right. Lark wanted to talk to Butterfly also, so yes, she'll probably get both of them.
His name is a mashup of protagonist with some extra letters thrown in.
Somebody needs to read Snow Crash. Okay. So yeah, Lark, you head
Yes,
over.
somebody.
And I'm gonna say, well, Liz, would you have tried to would you guys have waited inside or outside?
Outside.
Okay. Lark, as you pull up, you see Butterfly holding one arm onto a light pole and doing the swing around thing.
Hey, Butterfly.
Oh, yes. She goes over and immediately starts ripping up plants out of the vacant lot next to the crack house.
What you doing?
Stay there.
Sure.
A bouquet of flowers, hastily tied together, comes sailing back over her head in Lark's general direction.
Okay, Lark reaches out for them.
Give me a dexterity and athletics.
Oh no.
Two.
You catch a bouquet.
Oh, Barnaby has to die now. Oh, that's really sad.
The last thing she had.
We're gonna. It's down there.
What's down there?
Pointing in the direction of where the car that
Car.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. We're gonna go buy a car with money.
Get a shiny new one.
boring.
But it's gonna be new, and sometimes they let you test drive.
But it's my honeymoon.
Liz, what happened in the like 5 minutes?
Holy fuck!
I gave her my coin. Now we're married.
Sure. Okay.
Oh my
Butterfly,
god.
are you coming with us? I wanted to
Yes.
talk to you anyway.
We can talk.
Okay. In the
Hop
car,
in.
guys.
But this one's not new.
This one's my car. Get in the car.
She's gonna get us a different one.
I'm getting you a new car. Get in my car so we can go get the new one.
She gets in.
I hop in.
She leans her head on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. While they're on the way there, Lark is going to do her best to explain what an entitlement is to Butterfly.
Go ahead and give me a resolve and expression.
Now to
I go with
feel like-
resolve just to try and keep hitting your head against the wall
Right.
until it gets across.
Just get these.
Can I assist with this at all? Helping?
You can give me. Okay, so first
know-
you'll give me a resolve and expression then.
Okay.
And any successes you get added as a bonus dice to Lark's attempts.
Cool. Nope.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I will spend a willpower if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Nope. What the heck? Hold on. I just did.
She seems to grasp the concept overtly clearly.
Awesome.
Fairly soon. Yep. Yes. The knights and the ladies.
I'm starting an entitlement.
Ladies can be knights.
Oh, absolutely. Always. The best ones are. I'm starting an entitlement.
Women were drawn from a different set of blueprints.
That they were. Once again, I'm starting an entitlement to help protect the freehold from everything that's been going on.
Okay.
I need people who can help lend their voices.
I can sing.
I know you can. That's why I was wondering if you would like to join it.
She kind of bends her head over and whispers in your ear, Liz.
Mm-hmm.
We should help.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Now I need to find 2 more.
And you guys drive back to the mansion. I presume.
Oh no, she's going to a car lot.
Oh, you're going straight to the
Good.
car.
Yes.
Car lot?
Oh yeah, no, I am
Oh,
getting
yay.
her a car. We are
Yes.
ending this.
All right,
No
we
more
are going
breaking
late night,
news.
midweek car shopping.
Just get
Awesome.
get her a Mini Cooper. She'll be able to reach the pedals. That's all we need.
Do they make Mini Coopers that are automatic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably,
they are
yes.
all automatic.
I tried one once.
None of the ones I've ever driven are. They're all manual.
It was hilarious. My brother had to squeeze into it. He is 6'5" ish. It was great.
All right.
That's a lot
As
of
far
boxing
as
Yeah.
to
specs
fit into
go,
a small car.
Yes, there are Mini Coopers with automatic transmissions.
Okay, cool. What kind of car? Well, okay, this is sort of a two-person question because
Mhm.
there's what kind of car is Lark trying to buy, and what kind of car will Liz accept?
The safest one Lark
Ah.
can possibly find.
A mini
no.
coupe.
I want something big and fast.
That's also safe. Built like a tank.
Big
All right, so are we going for
comparative
big or are we going for fast? Because something that hits both of those at peak levels is unlikely to be available in Baltimore on a Thursday night.
Mm.
It is if you pay the person that owns the dealership
Oh,
enough to
no.
open.
Well,
Dodge,
I mean,
a Dodge
they're
Charger or a
accessible.
Chevy
They just have to
Mustang.
contact somebody, probably several cities away, who actually
Hmm.
has one.
This is basically
You
looking
can't
for
just
something.
wander in and be like, "Show me all of your Lamborghinis," you know.
Yeah. Dang it.
Muscle
Pretty rare.
car, though. You can find varieties of muscle cars.
You could probably find
Yeah.
varieties of muscle car, but
Basically
and that would be
something like
fast,
that.
but
Liz
not
wants
terribly
something
big necessarily.
that Let me clarify. It doesn't
Okay.
have
No, muscle-
to be
muscle cars are big.
fast and big. It has to look fast and big. And like
Oh,
going
okay.
for the visual.
It has to be safe. So
So-
says Lark.
You're looking at a muscle car.
Yeah.
In fairness, those muscle cars, while they are fucking horrible in many other respects, are pretty much the safest vehicles you can be in.
They will hold up, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
As long
Okay.
as you do the sensible things. Wear a seatbelt.
Not have Liz drive.
You also that.
And don't sit next to Kurt Russell
I mean,
in his
yeah,
front passenger seat.
seat.
I think it qualifies technically as a seat.
I need to watch it again.
Everybody should. But yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for, you can find a muscle car.
But I will say, legitimately, the Mini Coupe, which is a coupe version of a Mini Cooper, looks like they took a muscle car. It looks like they took like an Aston Martin or a BMW or a more stylish like BMW's Roadster
Mhm,
and just
mhm.
shrank it.
Put it in the wash.
Yeah,
I like
Yep.
it.
It's 100%. It's a
I'm into
roadster
that,
bed in
yeah.
the wash.
I'm
Yeah.
into that.
Mhm.
Lark will look at the safety facts on any of these cars that Liz is looking at.
Okay. So the Mini Coupe, not, I mean, reasonably safe.
It's adorable.
Yeah,
like I said, it's
and
just
it's cute. It
it's an
doesn't.
Aston
It
Martin that
doesn't
shrunk in the
scream.
wash.
It doesn't scream road burn the way a muscle car would. But up to you.
No, I would like something bigger. I would like something slightly bigger.
Something sturdy. She will tell the salesperson.
I mean, they've got like some
You're
Mustangs and some
legitimately
Chargers and
probably
shit.
looking for like a Dodge Charger or a Chevy Camaro.
Okay, what
Yeah,
are those?
Chevrolet like Chevrolet Camaro is probably literally the muscle car you're thinking of when you think of muscle cars.
Most people
Yeah.
they either think of a Camaro or a Mustang, honestly.
Mhm, yeah. But yeah, you can find a variety of those.
Excellent.
All right.
I've always liked the lines on a Dodge Charger more, but that's just me.
I don't know. It might be the fact that I have lived with two Camaros in my life, but I always liked the feel of a Camaro.
I definitely lean Camaro.
Look, you're talking to the guy who was forced to drive an Oldsmobile Delta 88 for like 3 years in college, up and down the sides of mountains. This is well outside my wheelhouse of experience and
Yeah, I don't
expertise.
Actually, I mean, the Camaro is great for like the Impala,
Chevy Impala. Yeah.
the
I can
Chevy
believe that.
Impalas. They're sturdy as fuck. They run until
There's a reason they chose it for the
left.
show.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Also that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
Hard
I
to
completely
find
about
a
that.
classic Impala these days. The Supernatural fans have bought them all.
That
they've
is
been wrecked-
unfortunate.
or they've been wrecked in the production of the show.
True.
Oh yeah, it was a Chevy Impala, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a 1967 Chevy Impala.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because the 1967 Chevy Impalas look almost identical to 1966 Dodge Chargers, which is why I always got it confused.
Legit.
Regardless, a muscle
Anyway.
car is acquired.
Excellent.
Lark is
ahead.
like, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Lark, go ahead and just roll me your resources, which I think is
Okay.
4 or 5 dots, right?
It's 5
no.
dots.
Isn't it like 6?
I
You
think
can't
it's
have
7,
more than 5.
I think it's more than will fit. It's
because I think she has 4, and then there's +2 from the contract.
Yeah, you top out at 5 though. That's the maximum amount of player allowed resources
It's a 5
in this game.
plus.
how do I roll resources? Because I can't click it.
Just make it a
Yes.
simple
Roll
click
5
on
dice.
simple roll in your sheet,
And then
roll
it'll
5
ask you
dice.
for the pool.
and it'll ask you how
and then-
many dice. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, 5 dice.
Yep. Mhm.
It's not. Oh wait, I have to.
Yeah, you have to type it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I sure do. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking.
Hey.
Success.
Okay. So, do we allow Liz to drive her new acquisition off the lot, or
Oh,
are
no.
we telling them to
Yes.
deliver it to the mansion?
Lark will let her drive it off, but Lark is pointing out, okay, seatbelts. You see the
Yeah.
seatbelts. We always
Yeah.
wear the seatbelts. She's also looking at Butterfly. We always wear the seatbelts, okay?
Yes.
If you don't wear the seatbelts, I will take the car back.
And Butterfly gets in the passenger seat and puts her seatbelt on. Correctly, even.
Okay. Drive it safely, Liz.
I will.
Don't
Thank
make
you.
me regret this. You're welcome.
Does Liz have any dots in drive?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a dot.
Yay!
Yeah, she actually has
that's
a
all you
dot in
need.
drive now.
been
Dexterity
helping
and
Leslie.
drive. This is one of the first times that you're sort of like driving by yourself with a passenger
Yeah.
that doesn't know more about driving than you do.
Beautiful.
Passenger that can't reach over and grab the wheel.
It's a success.
You don't destroy anything on your way to the mansion.
Excellent.
I'm assuming Lark is probably riding bumper most of the way just to be on the yep, trailing closely. Does anybody inform or reach out to Akajan or Phage during this time?
Oh, that we're meeting at the mansion?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, if it's Megan, first we have to dial back, as you have just been left alone in a
Yep.
mansion with Alana.
I am going to in the process of starting to text.
Just make it's like
Okay.
something smells like horny.
So whether it gets through or not, there will be a text to Akajan. Meeting up Lark's house. Please fucking show.
Okay. So that gets sent off.
Yep. I need a drink.
Alana will walk out of the kitchen and just hand you a glass.
You're the best. Thank you. And it's fully down the whole fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Just
Like
pound
yep,
whatever was in there.
good start.
Do you feel better?
I still want to beat the shit out of some people right now, but yes, I'm feeling a little bit better. How are you doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay. He walks over to go get another drink.
Can we talk?
Yeah. Sorry.
No. It is justifiable what happened. You're fine. Did you see it again?
No, I didn't get it was gone by the time I got there. Um it's a whole nother. It's fine. It's not everything's awful, and uh, Paige was fairly traumatized. By fairly I mean a lot, but nobody is in crisis levels of danger immediately at this point. So we're stepped up, like improvement. I don't know. I still don't know exactly what we didn't really debrief. You might imagine.
I imagine it was a get everybody the fuck out of their situation.
Sure was a try to do that. Everybody got out. But it's fine. I don't. We are okay here. You're fine.
Of course I am. I've got you here.
I mean, if it shows up, I can I can run real fast and I can carry you. So there's a thing, but it's not going to show up here. It's okay. I'll just be happier when I know everybody is in a safe place, which is not the case right now.
Megan currently floating somewhere between Xena Warrior Princess and Dean Winchester.
That's not entirely wrong.
I was going to say that's a pretty apt description.
Somewhere in the overlap.
Yep. Anyway, what's up?
Okay, I am bad at everything.
You're not.
I know I'm not. I know. I'm not good at this sort of thing, so I'm just gonna come out and say it.
All right.
She's gonna reach over, take the glass that Megan had, pour herself a glass, down it.
All right.
Since the moment I met you, you have been at my side. You have been kind. You have helped me through so much. And I keep seeing you struggle and it hurts. And we're facing them now. And I don't want us to go into a fight or something. I don't want us to be in a situation where something bad happens and something goes unsaid.
Okay.
I love you, Megan.
Well, that's a relief.
Okay.
Listen. He takes the glass, sets it down from you, sets it down. This is probably not going to come out right because I'm busy dealing with being really, really angry and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm not exactly at my most balanced game right now, but that's very much mutual. You're I don't know how to. It's just yeah, kind of since the first moment, like the feeling is mutual. That's just the easiest way to say it. I don't want you to think that any of the help was specifically because of that,
No,
but it's in
just,
addition to that.
no, I've learned since coming out that's just who you are.
I try.
She'll reach over and grab your hand.
Yeah. So look, well, there's everybody else is going to be coming over here, and I have a strong feel. Well, hopefully, if certain people actually do what I asked in terms of texting, and I don't know how that's going to go.
Okay.
But after that, we should definitely talk more.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the people who are over at Phages
Pages.
and Akaji, just outside.
Who's on first?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Third base.
I am
Uh,
smoking
you get a
probably my
text.
10th cigarette.
Page.
Akajin doing the animated series, light drag down to the filter, throw, light drag down to the
Exactly.
filter,
Yes,
throw.
precisely.
Has not exhaled once yet.
Nope.
Phage gets that text, puts it down, looks over. How far has this progressed? Has she even taken a bite of food?
Not unless you prompted it. Like,
she would have
physically.
attempted to. She would have attempted to.
Yeah. She's not interacting with anything outside her own brain effectively at this point. Hardly at all.
She would have at one point just sort of like indicated with her, like tried to indicate her hand towards the food and just like, you need to eat something.
Thousand-yard stare and slightly above resting speed of respiration. Bit of sweat at the temples.
I know what you just experienced was horrific.
And that's what I've been trying to keep you safe from this whole time. Why I've been so worried, why I've been panicking, why I've been focused on everything. Because I don't know how long doing that every day. I don't want anyone else to have to go through that. If you need to get away from this, you can let this run its course and let it be done with, and you can go on your own way. I don't know whether that'll make you safer or not, and that's just the honest truth. Because I don't know if not being able to see the problem will make it not a problem. To be frank, I think it won't. And I think you'd just be facing the same danger, but without being aware of it.
Roll me manipulation and either expression or persuasion, -3.
Can I put willpower into this?
Mm-hmm.
One success.
The gaze doesn't particularly focus, but the hand reaches up, takes the utensil, takes a single bite, and the fork drops back down. And as the jaw starts to chew, she rises, walks away from the table, goes into the bedroom. You hear the door shut. You hear the bed creak.
She picks up the phone and calls one of Paige's friends that she had met at the bar who had given her a number.
You had Melissa and Regina.
Yeah, she'll call Melissa.
Okay. Hey.
Hey there. Sorry to drop something big on you, but a whole lot of shit just happened.
What's going on?
We've just been in a car accident.
Fuck. Are you guys okay?
Physically, yes. Paige is shook to hell. I think she's in some mild shock.
Are you at the hospital?
No.
Did the EMTs...
It's a whole lot of nonsense that's being dealt with, but she's at home now and trying to sleep. Can I ask one of you to come by and keep an eye on her?
I can say, yeah, no, what's yeah.
I'm not helping things right now because I'm just as shook as she is, and I'm not helping her calm down.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think high or low.
Hi.
Okay. I think I've got would you be okay if R came over and watched her?
Do I recognize that name?
R for Regina, you assume.
Gina, yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'll you sit tight. Doesn't sound like she should be alone, even if you're both. But
I'm staying here
I'll
till
let
somebody
you
gets
know as soon as or I'll have Regina call you. But somebody will tell you as soon as somebody's on the way. But I'll see who I can. Yeah, I've got schedule things, but I think Regina's free tonight. So
Thank you very much.
okay, yeah. And then within about 5 minutes, you get a text from Melissa. Regina says she'll be over in 10.
All right. She'll lean out the door to Akajin. Hey,
Pile of cigarette butts on the ground. Yep.
one of Paige's friends is coming to look after her. I'll wait till they get here and take off. You should probably get going so they're not seeing you here as well. As far as any of them know, it was a car accident.
Respectfully, literally the last time you were alone, you were attacked.
Then stay down the block until I come out. Let's not make this more confusing than it is.
I'll stay down the stairs.
That's fine.
I assume this is an apartment complex, right?
It's like it's just a building. They live on
Yeah.
like I think the 3rd floor or something we established before. Yeah.
I will relocate to a 1st floor ashtray.
Right. Okay. After about 10, 20 minutes, the door swings open. And Regina comes in.
And because Phage is completely on edge even still, she's going to run a kenning just in case.
Oh, okay. Spend your willpower, I think. Yep. What's your current clarity?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7? Okay. As that goes, there's a faint something. You can't quite tell what it is. You're still up in the apartment, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Regina hasn't gotten to you yet.
Sorry, she would have run that kenning as soon as she saw Regina. Basically.
Oh, okay. That's what you're waiting for. Okay, gotcha.
Because she's like, I don't know if they sent a body double, because we literally just encountered an archfey right now.
So. Right. Okay. So yeah, Akajin, you're downstairs. You see Regina come in. She locks eyes with you. Kind of tilts her head. I know you.
You don't want to.
Ominous. And gets in the elevator. But yeah, comes up, knocks on the door. And
Paige will open the door and then run
right,
the kenning.
Right, run the kenning. There's something distributed. Not really like there's you can't pick up anything directly focused on Regina proper.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely supernatural-esque stuff around. You don't usually you don't really have a baseline to compare it to per se, because this isn't something that you've done here in this location specifically with the intent to look before.
Yeah.
You do hear give me a wits and composure as well, though.
Success.
You hear a tap at a window. And glancing over, you see a large raven-esque silhouette perched.
Is that Drummond?
Yep.
She'll nod. Look over at Regina. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
She's inside laying down if you just want to hang out. There's plenty of good food left out. She didn't eat too much if you want to have some.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
All right. I've got to get going and handle everything going on around this. I can't slow down or I'm going to freak out too.
If you say so. Just... And she does that pause, and you can see that sort of processing in the mind of, do I are we in a place where I can say something to this person, or do I not know them well enough? And she opts not to.
She'll let them in.
Yep.
Head out, shut the door, look over at Drummond, and just offer a shoulder.
Oh, no, he's on the outside of one of your third-story apartment windows.
He's gonna stay and watch.
Oh, okay. He's gonna keep watch. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, you can roll me a wits and empathy, -2, because
Sure,
he's a
why not?
bird, and therefore their faces are hard to read.
Yeah.
Not big on the micro expressions,
successes.
those. Yeah, no, he's got that deployment of, I heard something bad went down, and here I am to help.
She gives him an appreciative nod at the instant that she is able to see him.
And taking that as a just for what it's worth, you head downstairs.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Well,
Let me roll a wits and empathy for Drummond to see what he pulled off of just a nod.
head out to the motorcycles. I will toss Phage Megan's key and take mine.
You get down to the motorcycles, and Drummond lands on the handlebars in front of you, Akijin. Hey, what's going on? You guys need any help?
I look over at Phage.
Phage looks over. You look like you were keeping watch a minute ago.
Oh, like here?
I'd appreciate it. I thank you.
You guys are leaving, though.
Yeah, and I don't want anything to happen to the person that's in there.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I can hang out here. That's fine.
And Drummond. She reaches out and offers him a glamour as a part of his continued tithe.
Awesome. Excellent. And yeah, I'll get a little night patrol set up.
Thank you very much.
For sure. Stay safe. Whatever the fuck's going on that nobody's told me about.
It's gonna be bad.
Flies away.
Stay safe.
All right, so we will fast forward to everybody assembled at Lark's house. Come in. Butterfly is making a small pillow fort in one corner and waves for Liz to come sit next to.
Okay. Yep.
Is she okay? As soon as Phage comes in. Relatively speaking.
She's passed out asleep in her bed, and Drummond's keeping an eye on things.
Good. That'll help.
I called one of her mundane friends to keep an eye. I told him it was a car accident, which, to be fair, isn't completely inaccurate.
It's not. You're not to focus on the thing that is the least of the problems here. You should contact whoever we have. I know you've talked to some people before about dealing with the police side of that.
Yes, I will need to talk to our advocate.
Yeah. It's the least of our problems, but one that needs to be dealt with.
Yes.
Anyone that goes back there does need to be careful, though, because, like I said, the scene was observed by someone that ran to a trod.
Yeah.
Phage walks over to a couch, and for the first time you realize what an uncontrolled descent of several 100 pounds of ogre onto a couch when she just completely relaxes and falls looks like.
Legit.
Normally every time she sits down it's a controlled descent because she knows how big she is.
Right.
I don't know if the couch will survive her just dropping.
You can give me a
sits on
strength
that
in
thing all the
athletics.
time.
That's also fair. Barnaby probably is not as controlled.
3 successes.
You land, but you manage to distribute your weight in a way that the couch groans but takes it.
I walk over and put a drink in your hand.
Lark walks over, puts a bottle in her hand.
It's okay, they're both going to be used.
I was gonna say,
Right,
they both disappear real quick.
Yep.
How are you?
I had a flashback and started talking like I did a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what that's like.
Akujin looks at his now empty pack of cigarettes, looks up at Megan. Hey, Megan, do you have any more?
Yeah, I do. In my jacket. That's how you react. That's not how you are.
I'm processing still.
That's fair. Because you certainly weren't before.
Didn't give anything away. Also, I think I know what they're after.
Okay.
Mortals. Not any of us.
Is it any particular mortals or just any mortals?
I didn't see that. I
Well,
can.
there's at least one that she's put her eye on.
Liz, what did you see?
Lots of things. It's they're going. I wanna see if I can tell if love has been declared, because Liz is not sure about this, and I might need to give congratulations. I'm not entirely sure on that yet.
All right.
I saw a lot
I
of
would
things.
like. How many dots does Alana have in deception?
Subterfuge, you mean?
Or yeah, subterfuge. Sorry. Bleh.
Uno.
All right. How many dots does Megan have in subterfuge?
I don't know that she has none.
Flat wits and empathy.
Excellent.
Yay.
Oops, come on. What's an empathy?
Doing wits and empathy minus the lower of the two, subterfuge.
Oh no, it would be wits and empathy if half their average subterfuge
Okay,
ranks.
so 0.
One success.
Yeah.
Something has definitely passed between these two.
Okay.
They know what, like, yeah, no. Alana told Megan, yeah, that shit's out in the open.
Ooh. I saw all the things that have happened since the coronation. Congrats.
Who is that directed towards?
To the air.
Wits and empathy, everybody. Except obviously Liz, because
Yeah.
you're the one talking.
Uh-huh.
That
Paige,
tracks for Paige. Paige is not paying attention.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
Congrats to
yeah.
what?
Congrats to
who?
fucking what?
3
Holy
successes.
fuck.
Lark, Alana, she knows. She knows. How does she know?
Can Lark tell how much she knows?
No, not even a little bit.
I got
But
3
she
successes.
knows.
Oh no.
Oh, Akujin. That was directed at Alana. But it was supposed to look like it wasn't.
Lighting up a new cigarette.
Liz, you feel Lark's nails in your lower back. Not,
Oh
not
no.
like, not hurting.
Uh-huh.
Trying to
Yeah.
get attention.
Did something happen, Alana?
She just whispers in your ear, "What do you know?"
Yeah, I got a call back from Lark's agent, and potentially have set up for some auditions coming up soon.
Manipulation and subterfuge.
Yep.
Fly your ass off.
If you beat a 3, Akujin might take that.
Tubeless, we will talk after this.
Oh no!
We will talk.
Manipulation, subterfuge.
I'm not taking this as scary at all. No,
0 successes.
she wants to gossip. We're gonna gossip. This is fine.
That's a cover. Akujin, you can recognize a cover story when you see one.
Yeah. Oxygen just like stares at you, takes a drag of the cigarette.
Without
Says-
breaking eye contact.
And
Finally lets out all the smoke he's been taking in. Just like a
Excellent.
billowing dragon's like snort of smoke just exhales.
Could you
Resolve
not
and
have,
stamina, everybody in the room.
Says nothing.
could you not have done that outside the house, Sokogen?
Yeah, I'm not. This is a smoking household, by the way. I've generally smoked outside.
I'm fine. 4.
Liz, you've caused bigger clouds of smoke just from messing around with electronics that
Yeah,
you didn't fully understand.
Exactly.
One.
Yeah,
cough.
this is
Lark,
fine.
Lark, you've lived in a house where a chain smoker spent
I'll
a
say-
good amount of her time every single fucking day.
Okay.
Megan says, "I don't
The
know if this
odor
is
of
a smoking
stale
house."
nicotine almost makes sense.
Megan says, "I don't know if this is a smoking house." Akujin looks at Megan and goes, "The person that lived here before Lark made me look like a teetotaler."
And that's fair. It's not their house anymore, so those rules don't apply.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
No
Well,
one
in
else.
that case,
No one.
I light up a
coughs.
cigarette.
Don't mind if I do.
You don't. No, but you don't smoke in someone's house until
Oh, yeah.
they said it's okay.
Yeah. Yep. You default to outdoors.
Correct.
Unless you are informed explicitly otherwise.
Also, since he's the center of visual attention at the moment, you all notice that Akujin is fully loaded right now. Like he's got his sawed-off shotgun on his hip. He's got both pistols in his waistband and his sword on his back.
I was
He
going
doesn't-
to thank
he
you for
doesn't normally
clarifying
carry-
that because
Yeah,
there are
doesn't know-
several people who are fully loaded
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
just in different
Fair.
ways.
he
No,
doesn't normally
Akujin is
carry more
carrying
than
himself. Akujin is carrying himself like the protagonist from Cyberpunk 2077 at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
he doesn't normally carry more than one weapon at a time.
But right now, he's got all of them, pretty much.
It was mostly all the same connections to things again, but they're this is the opening to another war, possibly. They won't go after any of us if we don't interfere.
The fact that it's
Well,
a
that's
war
un-
is something she alluded to in our conversation.
She wants mortals, humans. Not
Okay,
any of
well,
us.
that's unfortunate then, because we're not just not getting involved, right?
No, we're not just not getting involved.
But we can't do anything against them.
That's
Oh.
not.
Doesn't matter.
You're not wrong. That's not the point.
We can do
How are you
more.
going to-
We can do more than the mortals they're coming to steal can.
How many
Think of-
people will die doing that, though? How are you going to convince Winter to engage in another war that they were very opposed to?
That's a really good question. And we will have to figure that out. But
Well, I mean, I have her direct words to report, in which she said directly to me, I'm coming to take your kingdom.
So
That
she's
used.
building an army of changelings that are going to be reliant on her and loyal to her.
Like, from the realistic standpoint, appeasement doesn't work. It never does.
Never
It
has.
never will. So just saying it won't affect us is
They'll take their lot and come back hungry for more.
And even if they didn't, think about everything we went through in Arcadia.
exactly. It's not only morally repugnant, it's not effective.
I'm not letting that happen again if I can do anything about it.
If nothing else, if nothing else, our responsibility is make sure other people don't go through what we went through.
And it's not an issue.
How are we doing that, Ben?
Good
Because she
fucking
can freeze
question.
people.
Not perfectly.
She has that.
I was still able to move when I encountered her.
You can also drink all of us collectively under a table.
This is true.
We haven't proven
What
that
I'm
yet.
saying is she's not literally all powerful. She couldn't freeze me completely.
I was caught unaware. I'd like to see the bitch try that again.
I'm sorry, but my own keeper was terrifying enough, and
I traded barbs with mine on a regular basis as he fed me poison, people, and anything in between. I know the feeling.
I was ripped into pieces, and the pieces used to construct a horrific nightmare that one other changeling had to live through over and over again.
What were you going to say, Alana?
I don't know how much help I'll be in this fight. But I can't sit idly by and not do anything.
You'll be able to help me. Remember what we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of character, by the way, Holly, I don't know if this is relevant to you at all or not, but do recall that Phage did actively sing on stage with Lark for the Remembrance Festival.
Okay. Not currently on her mind right now,
Yeah.
but may come up later.
There's going to outright war and marching into the hedge. And there is making what they're trying to do here too annoying.
The Queen said it herself. This is a war of desire. It's ours against hers. And it's a matter of whether or not our desire to keep ourselves safe and alive, our will to live, outclasses her desire for some brand new fucking toys.
That's very court-loaded language.
It is. She knows what the seasons are.
I get the sense that Winter would be able to help us with this a lot.
If we knew where the fuck they were.
If we also hadn't collectively as a motley pissed them the fuck off last season.
They pissed us off first.
I agree. But also,
Phage has a contact.
I do.
we all
Or you
technically,
Hopefully that'll pull things off.
technically we all have a contact. Wait, no, never mind. Wrong court. Scratch that.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say who? She died.
Yeah.
I do have a liaison to winter, and hopefully that pulls something.
I've got some people who are interested in joining the squires. The very least, I can start building up those forces and talents. Will be
Can I make
our blades will be useful for defending against her.
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
Approaching winter and saying there's something you can do something isn't the same as approaching winter and saying here's the problem. Here are where I am. What and having a discussion with them. If it
What do you
helps.
suggest?
It's on my mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if any of them can read this, but it might help. And Liz pulls out the notebook that she took from Mira.
If you'll let me borrow that, I might be able to use it.
You can have it.
All right.
I think
I don't want to use up the pages.
we need to dig a little bit more into this keeper's new toy.
Aye.
Because I may be entirely wrong. Because it was flowery wording and it couldn't mean anything. But the way it spoke to the killer, I'm not using that stupid nickname because it's dumb.
It is.
But the way it spoke to it almost suggested that it was taking him away, him or them away from something. And I'm curious if maybe there isn't another one floating around here.
We could. There was a trod in that alleyway. Maybe we should send some hedge rangers down the trod, see if they can find anything relevant.
Conceivably.
I was a hair's breadth away from dropping more trouble on us to try and resolve trouble immediately. And I still don't think it's the worst idea, if you're right.
I'm not saying, to be clear, I'm not saying we draw one's attention here. But I don't know, maybe we do. But if another's attention is already in this vicinity, you know what's a really good thing to fight a keeper?
Another one.
A keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, who did Ward Answer say we should talk to about capturing about that trap that had been laid for the other keeper?
Tag.
Tag, right? Okay.
Yeah, in terms of like old, like if you're looking for anything that, going back that far, either one of the veterans who you kind of have already done that a bit with Sunset and some of the others, or Tag, because as the Autumn Scrivener, he has more information at his fingertips than anybody.
Yeah.
In the Keyhold. Or Will Starkers as well, Witch of the Bitter Wind. He is the occult expert as far as all of Baltimore changelings are concerned.
By the way, before I forget, I talked to War Dancer. Are the trapped one that we found last season? She said that if we wanted to figure out how that happened, we should either talk to Will Starkers or Tag.
Okay.
I can get a hold of Will Starker's list. Do you think you can get a hold of Tag?
Yeah, I can text him. He doesn't always text back.
But knowing how that happened might help us here as well, like we had already said. And if anything else fails and we can't find whoever, if there is another one that the spiky one was working for, and we can't find them, we have a spare. It's a bad idea, but we have a spare.
And can we
I will
maybe
take bad ideas before we go to good, if we run out of good ideas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we think of other alternatives besides Keeper Kaiju fight first?
Yeah.
Constantly.
I was one bad turn away from calling mine's name just to see if it'd show up.
Now I can't get that out of my head.
I mean, it is either one of the most fascinating displays visually or one of the most boring encounters ever, depending on which two keepers you get.
Yeah, it's either an incredibly dramatic, visually stunning combat or two people like sniping at each other conversationally and making mean faces.
Well, the key is
and occasionally mud sculptures.
the key is we can't just find someone who's not interested in this area and just bring their attention here, because then they might be like, oh, you're trying to claim this, let me help you for a favor. No, we need somebody who wants this and it's going to be in conflict. If that's the route we go.
That is definitely a break glass in case of emergency kind of situation.
That's a break emergency in case of glass kind of situation.
Also that.
It also, another route is, and I don't know, this is connected to us. Either us or one of us or us as in all of us. The freehold, I mean. The infinite, the 8. It circles around a single point.
Aye.
Points at Phage.
Anybody who wants to can give me an intelligence and investigation.
Sure.
Nope, I don't have the investigation.
2 dots.
Can I spend a willpower on this?
Yes.
What was it? It was what investigation?
Intelligence and investigation.
I am also spending willpower on this.
0.
Yeah.
I have no willpower to spend.
6 successes.
Nice.
Well, fuck. All right.
2.
Alana, who hasn't been here since the beginning, gets the critical success.
Sorry.
That's because Alana, many of you slowly start to try and figure out how this, and you think you have maybe the basic beginnings of a theory. That's because Alana knows exactly who in the keyhold stands at that balancing point, the X, where it all started. Because the 8s manifested when the murders began, and it started when she dropped that fucking branch on the side of the road. Alana, you know without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, the reason that Alyssa's premonitions were pointing to the fact that it began here is because this kicked off with your return. It is weird to you, though, with an exceptional success. Based on what you've seen and observed and the knowledge that the Motley has gathered, the Van Helsing killer seems to not have been attached to this queen who's come to prey on the mortals of Baltimore. Not initially, anyway. So while you were the spark that lit the flame, other things have contributed and built this into the situation that it is now. Likely others, potentially, by the premonitions anyway, indicated choices or decisions made by members of this motley. But the first pebble that started this avalanche was dropping that stick. If that was the only thing that had happened, this might not be as big or as far reaching that it has become. But that was the first inciting incident.
So nobody jumped down my throat and let me finish here. I'm the reason, I'm the spark that lit this fire. When I came out and I dropped the piece of the hedge, I admit it's not entirely my fault. I can admit that. 1, I didn't know what I was doing. 2, I had no idea where the hell I was. And then 3, I didn't know that the hedge could manifest as a weapon outside of itself. On top of that, you add in decisions made by not only the Van Helsing killer or the keeper that's been involved, but our decisions and our actions as well. It all started with me. And I'm so sorry.
You don't need to apologize for something you had no control over. Even if it did start with you, it's built up a whole lot since then.
Fault's a loaded word.
And I would like Phage to make a wits and composure as our last roll of the evening.
1 success.
You sort of lean back on the couch and kind of glance down at yourself thoughtfully. And sticking out of what's the overgarment you're wearing right now?
She's still wearing the Africar.
Okay.
She hasn't stopped wearing it in a while.
Sticking out of like kind of underneath, tucked in the left side or right side pauldron, you see a corner of a graying piece of parchment.
He reaches and pulls it out.
It's a small strip of paper written in some sort of, looks like plant-based ink calligraphy. There's a small scratched icon of a crown and just the word second on it with a period. And that's where we're going to close for the evening.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.